Hello, everybody, and welcome to Against the Fence. This is the place to be if you're obsessed and passionate about the UFC. And in today's video, we're going to be speaking to a very special guest, very good friend of the channel, Matt Frevola. And without further ado, let's get into it. How's training going? Because obviously we know you got your fight with Firas Ziam coming up in UFC Paris. How's training going?
Training's going great, man.
Yeah,
We're just finishing up camp. I go to, I fly out to Paris on Saturday.
yeah.
So I just had my last sparring session. Went great. I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling ready. Weight's on point. I'm
Mm.
ready to get out to Paris.
That's it, man. It's just shame because I was going to fly out, but my passport's out of date. So it's just one
Oh,
of them, right?
dang.
Yeah, I know. So I was going to go and obviously go and because obviously Vince Morales is stepping up short notice as well, isn't he? So as we all know, you're a father now. So is that giving you sort of any added motivation at all?
100%, man.
Yeah,
I'm fighting for him. I do
yeah.
everything for him. I want him to have the best life possible. I want him to be proud of me.
Mm,
So it's like it's amazing, man.
yeah.
He's such a good baby. He's actually out in Italy right now.
Oh wow.
So yeah, with his mom and his grandparents. So he's living his best life out there. And then they're gonna all come meet me in Paris next week.
Oh wow.
Everything I do for him, is for my
Yeah.
family. Now I just got another member of my family that I need to show the right way, show the hard work,
Mm.
and get these wins for him.
No, 100%, 100%. Is there anything that you've sort of seen in Ziam's game that you could sort of utilize? Obviously, you don't want to give too much away, but also just to add to that, how do you see yourself getting it done?
Dude, we actually just finished watching a couple of his fights, and
Yeah.
and he's good, man. He's
Mm,
a good technical fighter. He's long.
mm.
He's got good grappling as well. It's going to be a fun fight. I'm excited to really test myself against him. I
Yeah.
know he was young in the UFC coming up, but I think he's growing into his own now,
Yeah.
and he's got all the momentum right now. So I'm excited to really test myself against the best version of Ziam.
Yeah. No. And then that all important question, I'm going to ask you it. Paddy Pimblett next if you get the victory.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm
Mhm.
always ready to beat that dude up.
Yeah. Another important question. Are you going to be sticking to the old trumpets in intro music? Is that going to stick with you?
Yeah, my man Timmy Trumpets, he's my
Yeah.
boy now. I got to go to his concert. I got to meet him.
Oh
He's
wow.
the coolest guy. He'll be watching the fight. That's my song.
Yeah.
But there will be a little nod to the French people in my
Yeah.
walkout. So
Yeah.
um, the French people are going to be real happy about the walkout.
Oh, love that. Love that. Um, after the ZM fight, do you see yourself fighting again before the end of the year, or do you reckon that'll be you before?
Yeah, I'd love to, but I always take it one fight at a
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
one
Hundred
fight at a
percent.
time. There is no tomorrow.
100%.
I'm dialed in for September 28th. I'm ready to go in there and leave everything I got in that octagon. Blood,
Yeah.
sweat, and tears. Hopefully I won't be crying, but I'm prepared for it.
Yeah.
And I'll do whatever it takes to win. I'm gonna bring the fight to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Like you
come
always do.
forward. Yeah, and I'm gonna use every aspect of mixed martial arts. I can wrestle,
Yeah.
I could grapple, I could strike, and so can he. So
Yeah.
I think that's what is gonna make this fight a fun one.
Obviously, we've just had Merab be champion now. What's it? Have you spoke to Merab since? Obviously, was you out there with him?
Yeah, it's amazing what he
Mm.
did. Just
Yeah.
seeing how he came up. He's the most humble guy you'll ever meet,
Yeah.
the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He'll literally give you the shirt off his back if you needed it.
Mm.
Um, and then just him coming to the gym, back when he was in New York,
Mm.
he could barely speak English, but he
Yeah.
always had a smile on his face. He's always the hardest worker in the room, and he's always just helping everybody.
Yeah.
He would spar anybody, like literally, even like the guy who just walks into the gym for the first time.
Mm.
He would just spar everybody. He'd give everybody the work that they needed. and now to see him, achieve his dreams
Yeah,
is inspiring.
yeah,
It's
100%.
it's amazing.
No, 100%. Obviously, you're involved being around champions yourself. Obviously, like Aljo and Chris Weidman and things like that. Like you just said it there, kind of in the words yourself. Does that give you added motivation as well? Sort of being around these champions.
Yeah, man. We're all just guys from Long Island.
Mm,
Just a bunch of Long Island guys who got grit. We work hard,
yeah,
and we're fighting the best guys in the world. So, if
100%.
these guys can do it, why not me?
A lot of MMA fans have been putting on social media that they're calling Merab boring. For me, I do not find Merab boring at all because he just puts his foot on the gas and just goes, goes, goes. What's your thoughts on a lot of MMA fans saying that Merab is boring? Because I don't find it boring at all.
Yeah, everybody has their own,
Mm,
tastes in fights. A lot of people just want to see, people stand in the middle
yeah,
banging, but it's mixed martial arts. The way that you mix up, the wrestling, the
yeah,
striking, the jujitsu, that's what makes it a beautiful, fight. So,
yeah,
the way that Marab does it is, boring to some people, but it doesn't matter. He's the
mm.
best in the world at it. Nobody could stop him.
No, exactly,
So
100%.
yeah, and just his game plan against O'Malley, he came out there with amazing movement.
Yeah,
O'Malley could never line him up. It was
no, he
it was
couldn't.
unreal. And then
Yeah,
he was so calculated with his shots. A lot of people thought he was just going to be spamming shots, but
mm,
he shot at the right time, and O'Malley couldn't touch him. It was a beautiful performance by Merab,
yeah.
and I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, no, exactly that. Because a lot of people said that Sean O'Malley looked flat. To me, I think it was just Merab's game plan and Merab's presence that kind of stifled O'Malley and his performance itself. Really, that's what I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Yeah,
the movement just threw him off. Like O'Malley couldn't line him up.
yeah,
And then O'Malley was probably expecting him to shoot more, and Merab was just using his movement, throwing his strikes, and then his well-timed takedowns
yeah,
were just perfect. Merab, when he's in there, he doesn't even know what he's gonna do until he does it.
yeah.
So it's
Love
like
it.
if Merab doesn't even know what he's gonna do, how is his opponent gonna have a clue
Yeah.
what he's gonna do?
Is there any funny stories during camp with Merab at all, or nothing? Nothing out of there.
Whenever I'm in Vegas, I always get to see Merab. And last time I was in Vegas a couple weeks ago for this camp, and he was working hard.
Mm,
He had the gold gloves on. He was sparring. I got to watch him spar. I got to get some grappling in with him, and I could just tell, like, he
mm,
was he was dialed in. He was
yeah.
dialed in for a world title fight, and that's what we wanted to see. And I was definitely happy I was able to get out there and see him during his
Mm,
camp. No real funny stories, but he was ready,
yeah.
and and he got it done, man.
We just had the news about Aljo being out of his fight as well. So, was that just due to injury? Was it, or do you not know the full extent of it?
Yeah, he got hurt sparring, which is part of the game,
Mm,
and pulling out of a fight, no fighter ever wants to do
yeah,
that,
of
and
course not.
it's like it's the worst. But Aljo has fought injured his entire career,
Mm,
and I'm glad that he's finally, being smart about it,
yeah,
and he doesn't owe anybody anything. Nobody's gonna look out for you unless only yourself.
yeah,
So, he made it was a tough decision, but he made the right call. Most far as an undefeated great fighter,
yeah.
you can't go in there and fight that guy hurt, you know,
That's
and
true. Yeah, very true.
especially at the point in Aljo's career, it was the right call. It was a tough one for sure, but
Mm,
he'll be back. He'll get healthy,
yeah,
and he'll keep winning fights because
sure he
Aljo's
does.
Aljo's a beast. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a beast.
Hopefully, I could catch you maybe after the fight. Jump on again sometime and speak to the other boys as well.
Yeah, definitely, man. You guys are awesome. You're not too far.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go to Europe. I've only been to Italy, so now I
Oh
get to
wow.
branch out a little bit in Europe. We're gonna
Nice.
go to France. I got the family coming out. I got some friends coming out, and
Nice.
I leave on Saturday, so I'll
Oh
be
wow.
out there all week. getting ready like to acclimate and
Yeah.
dial in on the weight cut. And then after I handle business, me and the family are gonna go on a nice little vacation.
Yes.
Spend
Well
yeah,
needed.
spend like 5 days in Nice, and
Nice.
I'm just gonna be crushing chocolate croissants, dude. I'm
Yeah.
gonna, bro. I cannot wait. Like you see all this stuff like Sean O'Malley's starting to say like, oh, you do like a 10-week fight camp,
Yeah,
and then
I see the videos he was putting out. Yeah.
and then you're like, now what? That shit's real, man.
I bet
Like
it is.
you do these camps, you're just so disciplined,
Mm.
working so hard, and then you fight, and then like the next day, the next week, you're just
Yeah,
like
it's like,
now what?
well, yeah,
Like,
when you come back from holiday or something, it's just like, oh, okay, what do we do?
dude, it's nuts, man. It's nuts, but it's balance.
Yeah.
Balance is key.
Mm.
So I've been going so hard. I'm ready to balance it out a little after a
Yeah.
nice win, enjoy myself, and
Eat.
just try not. Yeah, man. Drink some wine, eat some
Yeah.
food. Try not to become the cream roller.
Yeah.
You know,
I love
I'm
that.
gonna I'm gonna do my best.
I love that. Anyway, well, thank you so much for your time. Yeah, go smash it, man.
I appreciate it. I like you guys, man. I appreciate the
Thank you.
support.